Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Green in the small forward. This is his first free throw of the game. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which is not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Clippers. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. Oh, and here comes Bosh all alone. And it's Wade with the jam.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by Cole Aldridge. Paul. Green with the rebound.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Redick. From deep. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Heat leading by 13. Look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
You know, he just like every other coach can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to use the timeout.
And Bahamute is checked in for Wesley Johnson. Luol Deng is checked in for the Heat. Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. Redick with the bucket. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular. And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
No, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, guys, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
A good old-fashioned chin check right there.
Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor. I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Here's Bosh, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Heat lead by 20.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Blake Griffin. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Chris Paul. And it's Jordan with the jam.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And stolen by Jordan. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Not to the surprise of anyone, really, but the Clippers last year were strong at home once again. They managed to go 30-11 at Staples Center.
Yeah, and Kevin, that makes 3 straight seasons for the Clippers of 30 or more wins at home.
Whiteside kicks to Bosh. And nothing is falling for him right now.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. A different look for the Clippers. Pierce comes in for Mbamute. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick.
Jamal Crawford.
41 seconds left here in the second. Wade with it. Now Pierce defending. Outside Bosh. Bosh can't get that one to fall.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Dang for 3. But they get it back. Here's Whiteside. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Just 3 on the clock. The shot, no good.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little.
And so we wrap up the first half. Miami ahead, up by 10. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Attention, Staples.
The second half just about to get going here. We've seen Gerald Green really having a great game.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Guys, we saw some amazing dunks from him. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in these last 2 quarters, but I'd love to see him try.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. We've seen Gerald Green really having a great game.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Mbamute in the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
The Heat leading by 7. It's deflected. Griffin with the steal. To the paint. Here's Redick. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Heat ball.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Dragic kicks to Green. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East. But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a playoff spot.
Clippers trail by 9. Paul outside. He dishes it to Griffin. He kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. Redick for 3. And he kicks it to go. Redick's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, one final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they have had the 3rd best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
Now here's Green. The kick out to Deng. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbah-a-Moute. Two minutes into the second half of play now. And Paul over to help. And stolen by Redick.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
So, for the Clippers, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Jordan. And it's Johnson in for Mbah-a-Moute. And Miami with a change here, too. Wade, he's checked in for Luol Deng. Now, here's Green. 19 points in the game. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Paul dishes to Aldrich. And Redick kicks to Griffin. That's tipped. Clock at 4. Paul passes to Johnson. Green with the block. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Paul. Here's Griffin. Lays it up and banks it in. Griffin's got 9.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Johnson. And it's sent back by Bosch. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Pierce is checked in for Aldrich. Green comes in for Johnson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Chris Paul. Wade drives in. Right side up top. Wade, good.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
Down low. Here's Green. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford. Clippers trail by 12. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, they're leading.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Heat lead by 13. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. Dragic is out there with Richardson. Then it's Winslow. Then there's Johnson. And it's Stoudemire in at the 5 spot. Hall. It's hauled in by the Heat. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead. Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
The Heat making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. Wash comes in for Johnson. Green, he's checked in for Winslow. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Richardson.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Wide open look. That's good from Wade on the assist by Green.
Gerald Green.
And that's 17 points for Wade. Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Here's Paul, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Heat?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers. And stolen by Redick. Shot from the wing. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
The drive by Wade. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Outside, Dragic. Kicks to Green. Jordan knocks it away. They recover it. And now in transition is Pierce. Here we go. Good.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Leans. And Jordan sends it back. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Over in the corner, Mbamute. Pierce dishes to Jordan. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And that one misses. And the Clippers making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Josh McRoberts is checked in for the Heat. The Heat leading by 11. It's tipped. Here's Paul. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And that one's good. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Wade with the ball. And Griffin sends it back. Redick for three. Miami grabs the miss.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the three as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
Wade kicks to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 11. 1:14 left in the fourth. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Johnson, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Mbamute. Wilcox is checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Paul. The Heat also changing it up. Whiteside comes in for Josh McRoberts. And it's Dang in for Dwayne Wade. Prigioni can't hit.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Miami.
Clark, the biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
You know, I thought both teams worked hard at both ends, but sky-high field goal percentage and pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Excellent effort tonight.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Green. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Good.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
And Griffin sends it back. And he gets it to go. And the Heat lead by 15. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And
being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth.